Hello, and welcome to the Center for Global Citizenship at St. Louis University. We officially opened our doors in September of 2013. The mission of the Center for Global Citizenship is to promote collaboration across the university and to educate and engage the St. Louis University community for global awareness, responsibility, and participation. The Center fosters our Jesuit mission through teaching, research, and service activities that provide local, national, and global linkages. We have hosted over 150 events that range from scholarly lectures and panel discussions on topics of global significance to celebrations of cultural diversity that are organized by our student organizations. I want to highlight just two today. The first event I'd like to highlight today was an international debate titled Global Perspectives on Affirmative Action. St. Louis University debaters debated students from the Open Debate Society of Afghanistan at the Rana Institute of Higher Studies in Kabul.
My name is Jonathan, and I will be speaking in affirmation of the stance. The real question we must consider today is, can affirmative action programs meet the challenges that have prevented Afghanistan from accomplishing educational and financial success since the 2001 decline of Taliban rule? A rule where one study notes the prevalence of anxiety was 84% for women and 58% for men. I believe the answer lies in the disparities. Can affirmative action meet the challenges? I believe another answer lies in Article 5 of their Constitution that states that it is the responsibility of the government to provide security. As Afghani governance researcher Anna Larson stated, it is the responsibility of the government of Afghanistan and of its leaders in particular to ensure that its written commitment to promote gender equality is supported by its activities and practices.
My name is Shrai Ibrahim. I'm the debate coach at the American University. I've been debating for about 10 years, debating and judging. I'd like to say just 2 points. First of all, I'd like to highlight a point to all the participants over at St. Louis University. I'd like to state that what you just witnessed is not an ordinary event. What happened in the past hour or so is extraordinary by any standards. A thing as simple as debate and exchanging ideas can be very, very powerful and meaningful to a society who has unfortunately not had the exposure
and be willing to embrace the culture. If you go over to a different country with the mindset that you're going to be stuck in your ways, you're only going to eat at McDonald's, you're not going to try different foods, you're not going to try to learn the language, it can make your time a lot harder in the country that you're going to. For me, I've only been to countries for weeks at a time, so while I get shocked, I got really culturally shocked when I went to China, but at the same time, I was only there for 2 weeks. I wasn't living there, and I know that if I were to live there for a year, that it would have been many different challenges. But I think one of the biggest things is when we went to China, I bring that up the most because it was the most culturally shocking. But you could see some of my teammates at the end of the 2 weeks were just ready to go. And the biggest thing was the food and the language. The fact that we know what we're going to eat, we'll go to every meal, we're going to have somewhat of a cheeseburger, maybe some fries, a soda that's refillable with ice, and to think that different countries, that's not their main meal. In China, it's rice. That's a staple for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And so I think that was one of the challenges guys faced traveling overseas, was just the food, and then that might seem small, but every single day when you're doing something different now, that becomes a shocking part, the culturally shocking part. And so your best thing you can do is
The Center for Global Citizenship is a unique hub that serves many purposes for our global campus. We aim to bring together students, faculty, staff, and community partners in an effort to foster local to global and global to local connections.